Greetings to all of you. It's a delightful moment for me. I will ever cherish it. A very special occasion for me at a very special place. Professor Yogesh Singh, Vice Chancellor, University of Delhi. I take him very seriously, but you may not take him very seriously to the extent he spoke about me. He has taken a great risk. I admire the way he is steering Delhi University. But you all can be in gratitude mode for me. I got him here today for the first time. Professor Balram Pani, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi. ये टोपी तो थोन्स की है. I asked him, how many colleges you have to deal with? He said 91. He has a very difficult job. Tightrope walking. And why I say so? I have been a student myself. Professor Rajni Abhi, Chairperson, Governing Body, Miranda House, and Proctor, University of Delhi. Her address was full of erudition, very focused, and very objective to the extent Miranda House is concerned, to the extent Delhi University is concerned, and I fully endorse all that she said about Professor Yogesh Singh. But I have a small caveat. She had gone too far about me, too far. It's a grateful moment. We must never enjoy handicap of someone. It is not good. But absence of my wife today is on account of her right leg being fractured. I relish her absence, otherwise she would have thoroughly disagreed with the chairperson about me. Look at the height of woman power. Even her absence matters. Her absence is so impactful. Esteemed faculty, very distinguished faculty, and my dear students. First, I must congratulate the girls for Saraswati Vandan, School of Education, and in service of Saraswati. But the way they did it, the rhythm, the metallic voice, I compliment you. कहते हैं नाम में क्या रखा है? I quote Shakespeare. What is in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. अपना देश तो अजीब है. नाम की बात छोड़ो, सरनेम में भी बहुत कुछ है. But Miranda House का नाम amazing. William Shakespeare, Tempest, the character, knave, nice, gentle, charming. It impressed the Vice Chancellor of University then. He was so motivated and inspired that he kept his daughter's name as Miranda. Then he was in contemporaneous connect with the culture also. Around that time, there was an actor, female actor, by the same name. So when you got this name, there was convergence of three thoughts. But all had one thing in common: woman empowerment. Lexicon fails you on occasions. when you are emotive, this is one occasion for me. I cannot convey in words how pleased I am to be here. I have heard this name. It has resonated in my ears for decades together. I am extremely delighted and satisfied to be here and in this capacity as Chancellor of Delhi University. This is the right forum for me to take the discourse to your level, which means to a very high level, because you are in 75th year, so is our Bharat. Our Amrit Kaal, on account of vision, passion, mission of the Prime Minister, has become our Gaurav Kaal. It is your Gaurav Kaal also because of the journey you have traversed so far. Congratulations to you. My dear girl students, you are seeing Bharat today on the rise as never before. The rise is unstoppable. Bharat is reckoned as a global force. India's Prime Minister, beyond doubt, is a world leader. This was never the situation before. If you need any testament to the contribution this man of destiny, Shri Narendra Modi, has made for Bharat, look back last 3 months only, don't go behind. We had such a successful organization of G20. Where did we have it? In Bharat Mandapam, one of the 10 topmost convention centers of the world. What did we negotiate? Delhi Declaration. What did it indicate? We got African Union as a member of G20, a global impact. What did we focus on? Biofuels. What did we gain? The corridor which was in existence for thousands of years. And that corridor now, Bharat, Middle East and Europe, will contribute massively for economic development and opportunities. Just one. Come to August 23. India to land its vehicle on the south pole of moon. Chandrayaan 3. But let me remind you girls, Chandrayaan 2. How Chandrayaan 3 succeeded is because of the vision of Prime Minister for Chandrayaan 2. I was Governor State of West Bengal then. It was September 2019. I was at the Science City. The landing was to take place after midnight around 2 a.m. I had secured a presence of about 500 boys and girls. The final landing could not take place. There was pin drop silence. Then emerged a man who said, "We have succeeded 90% and above. We will succeed next time." And we succeeded. You therefore are gifted today in Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, with a leadership that handholds the last in the line, motivates you, inspires you. That is what we are having today. Go a step further. Our girls at Tokyo Olympics. Amazing though. They were performing remarkably. But they lost the match narrowly. They reached a good milestone. The Prime Minister talked to each of the girl players. And the girl players, you go to that video, had tears in their eyes, but there was cheer on their face. that we have a leader who is prepared to contribute to affirmative growth of girls and women in this country. That is the foundation. But my dear girls, 1/3 of the parliament and 1/3 in the legislatures would be women. But if they are from other categories, SC and ST, therein also 1/3 reservation is there. This is a great development. Put the contemporaneous situation. You are lucky to be getting education in one of the best institutions in the country, and I may say, in the world also. Seven years in a row have been ranked first. Congratulations. I have every hope, optimism, and confidence that this trajectory will be incremental. You'll continue to be at number one. You are just not a college. You are nerve center, epicenter of growth of women. You have to lay down high benchmarks. In your gender, you are discerning minds. You are thinking minds. You have to be on front foot to contribute for your gender, because that is the greatest security for humanity being in good order. Friends, our Constitution has a provision, and we take pride, and that is fundamental right of equality. A new dimension has been added very rightly. Gender equality is quintessence, fundamental to inequality. There can be no equality in society if there is no gender equality. And the gender equality has to be in substance, not form. And that is what is taking place. Its manifestation, this has been ensured. Look at where are girls these days now. They are in combat positions in defense forces. Do you realize? Did anyone ever imagine that our girls will be on the front in combat positions as fighter pilots? And their ratio, when we compare with global standards, is higher in Bharat. We are having admission to girls in Sunni schools now, a school to which I belong. What I suggest to you is, you are the change. You are catalyzing change. We have governance that makes it imperative for the system to be highly favorable to you. I don't want to bother you with the statistics, but two things are very clear. One, you are 50% of humanity. You come from a segment of society, by and large, that may not have seen the real worrisome scenario of girls in vulnerable sections of society. But for last 10 years, the empowerment has taken place. If there is a provision to have toilet in every home, the focus is woman, her dignity, her respect. Those of us who are from villages know these consequences of it. A big step was taken. If gas connections have been given extensively in crores to needy households, that again is woman empowerment. It is the woman who manages kitchen, suffers tears in her eyes to sustain the family. If there is a provision and fast-tracked at the moment, Har Ghar Nal or Nal Mein Jal, again woman-centric. A big change was taken place in this country when there was constitutionally structured reservation for women in panchayat institutions. It has been there. No other country in the world can take pride of having that kind of a mechanism. But let me tell you, girls, what happened earlier. When initially women were elected as sarpanch, as pradhan, as jila pramukh, in the meeting someone will come, a male. भाई आप कौन हो? मैं सरपंच पति हूं. भाई आप कौन हो? मैं प्रधान पति हूं. The male was not prepared to yield the ground. I am happy and congratulations to your mothers, Nani, Dadi, Mami. They snatched it. No one dare now you. No one dare now ever occupy a seat meant for a woman elected representative. A big change took place in this country in 2019 elections. Prime Minister was very particular. When he started in his early term in 2014, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, he wanted more parliamentarians from your gender to be there. For the first time in the country, the highest number of women parliamentarians in Lok Sabha was in 2019, thanks to the steps taken by the Prime Minister. And this is because your gender signifies virtuosity, sublimity, service. God has gifted you with faculties, our accomplishments, and you are discerning minds. You need to be proud of it. Just imagine, digitization, where has it gone? Our technical digital penetration in the world is the highest. The entire world is stunned. Our transactions in 2022, my dear girls, kindly note, in 2022 were 4 times than the combined transactions of USA, UK, France and Germany. हम हमारी आर्थिक साख बचा पाए. That was 1990. आज के दिन हमारा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व 600 बिलियन से ज्यादा है. उस समय 1 और 2 बिलियन के बीच में. जो कल्पना नहीं की, जिसका सपना नहीं लिया, वो आज के दिन भारत में हकीकत है. Look at our airports, our railway stations, our trains, our highways. Look at every village has connectivity. हम तो उस जमाने के हैं, योगेश जी मेरे से बहुत छोटे हैं, हम तो उस जमाने के हैं, गांव में न सड़क थी, न बिजली थी, न 6ठी क्लास की स्कूल थी. लाइट में पढ़ते थे, पैदल स्कूल जाते थे. एक स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई, सैनिक स्कूल में भर्ती हो गया, जीवन बदल गया. आप तो बहुत लकी हैं. You are getting education in the most premium institution in the country and undoubtedly in an institution that is in the front line at global standards. You have to achieve big. आपका रोल सार्थक देश के लिए तभी होगा when you will function without tension, without stress, never have fear of failure. Whatever comes to your mind, be innovative. And भारत सरकार की कुछ स्कीम जिसका फायदा आपके जेंडर ने उठाया है, वो रिमार्केबल है. I will appeal to all of you girls focus on Mudra scheme. Your gender is principally beneficiary of it. It has changed the lives of women. Not only women have become entrepreneurs, they have become provider of employment for others. They are changing every walk of life. This is the big change that has taken place in this country. You have to therefore contribute your very best. इक्कीस सितंबर को ऐतिहासिक दिन था. मैंने सोचा कुछ स्पेशल किया जाए, कुछ ऐसा किया जाए कि मेरी माताएं, बहनें, बेटियां, दादियां, the chairman, second the deputy chairman, others I select amongst the MPs. On that day I selected 17 women parliamentarians to preside the house. 17. P.T. Usha, Jaya Bachchan, Koinak, Seema Dwivedi, Mawa Maji, 17 of them. और गैलरी में मैंने क्या नजारा देखा. Our girls were there in the gallery. Our mothers were there. They saw that historic moment. I will request your chairperson and principal to accept my invitation that girls of Miranda House should be sitting in the chairman's gallery in Rajya Sabha to witness the winter session, and in groups we will organize your visits so that you can have a close look at the Indian Parliament building. By your age, intellect and training, you are far ahead of those of us sitting here when it comes to technological application. जब मैं पहली बार अंदर गया तो मेरे सिक्योरिटी वाले ने कहा सर स्कैन करो. मैंने देखा चाणक्य की एक बहुत बड़ी मुराल पेंटिंग थी, बहुत बड़ी थी, सही से चाणक्य. मुझे स्कैन करना पड़ा और पूरा इतिहास आ गया. This is the technological penetration we have in Parliament. Second, those of you, there's a number constraint. Let the Vice Chancellor, the Chairperson, the Principal take a call. We'll have 5 interns for Parliament for a 15-day course from Miranda House. I have no doubt, because the subjective, what is the role? Your role is spinal. शरीर में जो रीढ़ की हड्डी का रोल है, वो आपका पार्लियामेंट में रोल है. The structure depends on you. Indian economy's rise is principally driven by women. और इसके कारण बताता हूं. पहले तो हम हैं कहां और हम थे कहां. आज से 10 साल पहले पूरा विश्व चिंतित था, क्योंकि भारत की इकोनॉमी के आधार पर भारत फ्रेजाइल 5 में था. भारत की गिनती उन 5 देशों में होती थी जो विश्व के लिए चिंता का कारण थे. और आज हम कहां हैं? We are the world's 5th largest global economy. और ये खिताब हमने हासिल किया है किनको पीछे छोड़कर? यूके, जिन्होंने सैकड़ों साल हम पर राज किया. फ्रांस, इनको पीछे छोड़ा है, and we are fifth largest global economy. By 2030, beyond doubt, India will be third largest global economy. और किसको पीछे छोड़ रहे हैं? जापान, जर्मनी, जो नाम हमें कौतूहलता से सुनने पड़ते थे कि यूके, फ्रांस, जर्मनी, जापान, वो सब पीछे हैं और हमारा भारत, अपना भारत आगे निकल रहा है। दुनिया के लोग क्या कहते हैं, उसमें आपका रोल है, आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन। ये हेवन आपकी आहुति के बिना भारत को 2047 में पराकाष्ठा पर नहीं ले जा सकता। आई हैव नो डाउट अबाउट इट। योर कंट्रीब्यूशन इज क्रिटिकल, डिसाइसिव एंड फाइनल। जितनी बर्दाश्त करने की ताकत आपके जेंडर की है, किसी और की नहीं है। कितना बर्दाश्त करते हैं परिवार के लिए, समाज के लिए, बच्चों के लिए, बुजुर्गों के लिए। दिस इज गिफ्ट ऑफ गॉड, जो कि मनुष्य में तो नहीं है, आपके जेंडर में है। हिस्टोरिकली देयर हैज बीन ग्रेट इनजस्टिस। योगेश जी, देयर इज अ प्रोविजन, जनरल क्लॉजेस एक्ट, कि जहां कोई शब्द का व्याख्या नहीं मिले, जनरल क्लॉजेस एक्ट में चले जाओ। तो उसका एक प्रोविजन है, मैन इंक्लूड्स वुमन। अब कितना अन्यायपूर्ण है। स्पेलिंग देखिए, मैन इज इन वुमन, WOMAN, और कहा गया है कि मैन इंक्लूड्स वुमन। अब ये हालात बदल गए हैं, पूरी तरह बदल गए हैं। एंड टू माई जेंडर आई कैन अश्योर देम, गिविंग जस्टिस टू योर जेंडर is automatic justice to our gender. It is. महात्मा गांधी जी ने बहुत सही बात कही। उनका कहना था, let me quote father of the nation. I quote, as long as women in India do not take part in public life, there can be no salvation for the country, unquote. आज बापू का सपना सच हो रहा है। पर मैं मेरी कुछ चिंताएं भी आपसे शेयर करूंगा, क्योंकि इतना इंटेलिजेंट ऑडियंस, डिसर्निंग ऑडियंस मिलना मुश्किल है। बिकॉज देर आर नॉट मनी Miranda house. There are not many Mirandians. So let me avail the opportunity, grab the opportunity. कुछ लोगों को एक अजीब बीमारी है जिसका इलाज डॉक्टरों के पास नहीं है, और कोशिश करें तो भी नहीं है। वो भारत की प्रगति को हजम नहीं कर सकते। भारत के विकास को देखते ही उनका हाजमा गड़बड़ हो जाता है, और गड़बड़ भी इस तरीके से हो जाता है कि अंधाधुंध कुछ भी कहने की सोच लेते हैं। उनको जवाब देना आपका काम है। योर साइलेंस विल नॉट बी नेशनल इंटरेस्ट। क्या क्या कह जाते हैं लोग, हमारा पड़ोसी देश हमसे बेहतर है। वहां के लोग बेहोश हो जाते हैं बात सुनकर, बोले हिम्मत कह देते हैं। अरे भारत कहां जा रहा है? इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड कहता है इंडिया इज द फेवरेट ग्लोबल डेस्टिनेशन ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी। वर्ल्ड बैंक का प्रेसिडेंट कहता है ड्यूरिंग G20 कि व्हाट इंडिया हैज अचीव्ड इन डिजिटल सिस्टम इन 6 years इज नॉट अचीवेबल even in 47 years. मेरी आपसे विनती है, हर स्थिति के अंदर, हर परिस्थिति में भारतीयता को और भारत को सर्वोपरि रखें। हर हालत में हमें रखना चाहिए। वी मस्ट बी प्राउड सिटीजन्स ऑफ भारत एंड वी must take pride in our historic achievements. दुनिया तो दांतों तले अंगुली दबा रही है हमारी प्रगति को देखकर, और हम में से कुछ लोग आंसू बहाने की सोचते हैं। उनकी आंखें खोलने का काम मिरांडियंस करेंगे। Am I right? एक अंतिम बात, because what women can do, ये बता रहा हूँ, what they will for sure do, क्योंकि ये उनके ही कंट्रोल का मामला है। I am referring to economic nationalism, आर्थिक राष्ट्रवाद। कितनी बड़ी चुनौती है। दिया बाहर से आएगा, कैंडल बाहर से आएगी, पतंग बाहर से आएगा, बच्चों के खिलौने बाहर से आएंगे, कपड़े बाहर से आएंगे, कर्टेन बाहर से आएगा, फर्नीचर बाहर से आएगा। अरे बाहर से वो चीज़ तो आए तो ठीक है। वो कहते हैं ना, लड़कियों के हैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ मैं, गांव में ढिंडोरा छोरा तो गली में है। तो सब कुछ जब अपने यहाँ पर है तो बाहर ढिंडोरा किस बात का पीटा जा रहा है? इसका उपाय निकालिए। स्टार्ट अ मूवमेंट। एंड व्हाट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर सेड इन हिज लास्ट मन की बात, बहुत बड़ी बात कही है उन्होंने। उस पर विवेचन कीजिए, चिंतन कीजिए, मंथन कीजिए और अनुसरण कीजिए। बी वोकल फॉर लोकल। अपने देश में सब कुछ है, प्लीज डू इट। I am extremely delighted that this opportunity has been given to me, and सच बात तो यह है कि अपॉर्चुनिटी मैंने स्टील की है, ये मैंने सोलिसिट की है। मेरे से रहा नहीं गया। मैंने सोचा 21 सितंबर के बाद दिल्ली में सबसे पहले कहाँ जाकर अपने दिल की बात कहूँ, ताकि आप प्रधानमंत्री जी के मन की बात को समझ पाएं और ये तय कर पाएं कि हमारा जो अमृतकाल है, जो आपका अमृतकाल है, वो देश के लिए गौरव काल कैसे बना है और किस किस ने इस यज्ञ में आहुति दी है। मेरे मन में एक ही नाम आया, मिरांडा हाउस। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly fueled our curiosity and inspired us to strive for excellence and be responsible citizens towards our nation. The floor is now open for an interactive discussion. We'll only be taking 3 questions.
The podium will be convenient, eh?
The students asking the 3 questions can please come in line here.
Aye.
Yeah.
Don't give your name, class.
Namaskar, sir. First of all, thank you for that insightful session. Your words were inspiring and we are honored to have you here. My name is Nandini Kumari and I'm a second-year BA Political Science student. Sir, my question is that women participation in politics is not just about numbers, but also about addressing the pressing issues. In your experience, what are the key policy areas or challenges that required an immediate attention to improve the status and rights of the women in India? And how can students like us, an educational institution, can contribute actively to make this change?
Without being driven by the students. You are the prime vehicle of change. And it is because you are the most concerned stakeholders in governance for the longest time. हमें 10, 15, 20 साल के लिए है. You have to live here for 60 to 70 years more. Therefore, your role is there. सचिन तेंदुलकर को यदि अगर हॉकी टीम का मेंबर बना दिया जाता तो क्या होता? He may have performed, but he would not have blossomed as a star, which he did in cricket, because it was his aptitude, it was his inclination, it was his talent. In the same fashion, women have to play a role in various fields. Some have to play a role in academics, some have to play a role in industry, some have to play a role in healthcare, some have to play a role in education, some in NGOs, and in politics. So I am firmly of the view, and I'm happy that the Honorable Prime Minister is determined on this. He doesn't want succession in politics. He wants merit in politics. And you would have seen, he has picked in his ministry on pure merit politicians from your gender who are making us proud, right from the finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman to Smriti Irani and many more. Therefore, women have to show their interest if they have in politics. And I have no doubt an ecosystem has been generated in our country where you can unleash your energy, exploit your talent, including politics, in the right manner. There are avenues. You will be happy to know that even when there are issues of nomination, the Honorable Prime Minister has nominated women who are inclined to make contribution in that field. So this is my one. Second, people deserve the leaders they elect. I would urge, politics is the greatest challenge to human intellect and is the most vibrant, impactful, far-reaching mechanism to transform society. So please show interest in politics. Politics is being immediately misread as being in parliament or assembly. You have to look beyond that. There are areas where you can contribute by having a political orientation. Let me give you a small instance. Nothing is more dangerous in human society that some worthy mind capitalizes on human ignorance. जैसे आपने तो महिला रिजर्वेशन बिल पास कर दिया, ये तो 2019 में होगा. अब आज ही मिरांडा हाउस में वाइस चांसलर साहब ने और मैंने सैपलिंग लगाई है. मैं कहूँगा क्या फायदा इसका, ये तो पेड़ पता नहीं 5 साल में बनेगा. दैट इज कैपिटलाइजिंग ऑन इग्नोरेंस ऑफ द पीपल. पर कहते हैं ये पढ़ा लिखा का आदमी कहता तो ठीक ही है, उसको न्यूट्रलाइज करना भी एक पॉलिटिकल एक्शन है. आज दुनिया में चैलेंजेस भारत के सामने असीमित है, क्योंकि हमारी जो ग्रोथ हिस्ट्री है, जो एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ हुई है, फिनोमिनल राइज है, वो कईयों की आंखों में खटक रही है। अब अचानक कल एक बात आ गई, परसों आ गई, हमें ये मेल मिल गया, स्टेट एक्टर्स ने किया है। अरे भाई, स्टेट एक्टर्स इस देश के अंदर नहीं है, दुनिया भर में है, 140 देशों में है। मिलकर पता लगाना चाहिए किसने किया, कैसे किया, और तुरंत ही एक बहस पर चालू हो जाते हो। ये बात भेड़ों में तो चल सकती है, पर मनुष्यों में नहीं चल सकती। भेड़ चाल का मतलब समझते हैं ना आप? एक भेड़ कुएं में पड़ेगी तो सबकी सब कुएं में जाएंगे। आई हैड द ओकेजन टू रिप्रेजेंट इन राजस्थान असेंबली अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी फ्रॉम राजस्थान, जहां भेड़ बहुत होती थी। तो ये हमने देखा था, उनको बचाना पड़ता था, वो सब एक गई तो सब जाएंगे। Therefore, you have to play a role in politics, not for aspiring only power. Power will come, but your political role is important, because you then can be ears and eyes when it comes to policy formulation and implementation of schemes. It was a good question. Next one.
Namaskar. Greetings, sir. I'm Debanchita Kashyap, a second-year student. So my question to you is, as we know currently, there are only 40.36% of MPs who are women in India. So do you think this numerical minority influences the weightage of their arguments in the parliamentary process? Thank you so much.
थोड़ा सा distance से बोल।
So as we know, there are only 14.36% of MPs who are women in India. So do you think this numerical minority influences the weightage of their arguments in the parliamentary proceedings?
It's a very intelligent question. We have seen in Indian Parliament, for over 7 decades, major part was rule of one party. So others were in minority. But our veteran parliamentarians, giants in parliament, giants in public life, were in opposition. And their voice was heard. So numbers don't count when you have power of a thought. Numbers don't matter when by articulation, debate, discussion and deliberation, you put across a point which others can't logically repel. Because people outside are very intelligent. They analyze the power of argument. They know, yes, this argument has been overshadowed by number. That doesn't happen. But अब तो हालत बेटा बदल रही है, 1/3 रहो गया, और 1/3 रहोगे तो वो मिनिमम है 1/3, उसे ज़्यादा जाने का स्कोप हमेशा रहेगा. I'll tell you why, you must understand. 1/3 constituencies will be reserved only for women, but there will be constituencies not reserved for women, from where women will be contesting. So your number will be more. But a very good question. Only 2? Yeah, one more. One more. I am keeping her on my right side because on right side is the government, on the left side is the opposition.
Sadar Pranam Mahoday. My name is Komal Charan. I hail from the Jaisalmer district of Rajasthan. God has been gracious beyond measure to have bestowed me this birthday blessing of interacting with the Vice President of Bharat. So I'm extremely overwhelmed. Sir, I'm curious to know that in what ways will the breakthrough legislation Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam mark a critical juncture from a politics of rhetoric to a politics of presence? Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.
Another brilliant question and very relevant. We have in Parliament Rajya Sabha, which I preside, also in Lok Sabha. Very talented people, very talented, distinguished senior advocates, people who have made big name in industry, entrepreneurship, social life, public life, NGOs. They don't contribute. They contribute on television. Why? I'll tell you. We don't allow in Rajya Sabha to free float information, to set afloat narratives, just to put a figure which you can't verify, can't authenticate, which means there cannot be loose cannon kind of situation where anyone can say anything. And therefore, you can't be rhetoric. But it has been the reference for a long time. Now, let me tell you girls one thing in particular. If a member parliament in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha say, oh, for 7 years, Miranda House is at #1 because of manipulation. Now this is wrong. This is absolutely untenable. It is talking utter nonsense. But you can do nothing. Because when a member of parliament says something in the house, you can neither go to a court, you can neither go to a police station. But if the same gentleman was to say something outside the house, you will take him to the court or her to the court. How dare you say so? It's a tough competition. We have earned this position. As the Vice Chancellor said, to be at the same place, sustaining this position is no mean achievement. And by every reason, if that right is wasted in rhetoric, it is not good. It is not a question. Her question is an advice to us. I heed her advice. I take her suggestion seriously. I can assure her I'll work for a suggestion in the right direction. Okay. I'll end with one thing, you see. When I sit in the chair, as Chairman Rajya Sabha, on the right side is the government, on the left side is the opposition benches. तो मजाक बहुत होती है कई बार और बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. मुझे कहा गया कि आप तो अक्सर दाईं तरफ ही देखते हो, हमारी तरफ देखते ही नहीं हो. तो मैंने कहा मेरा दिल तो बाईं तरफ है. तो उन्होंने कहा इसकी जांच होनी चाहिए.
जी हाँ, जैसे कि हमने शुरुआत में बताया था कि हम उपराष्ट्रपति सीधे पहुंच चुके हैं मिरांडा हाउस दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय के और कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत हो चुकी है.
जय अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात झारखंड द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा. जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. जय हे.
On behalf of Miranda House, I welcome you all to the Platinum Jubilee Address on the role of women in the Indian Parliament. On behalf of Miranda House, I welcome you all to the Platinum Jubilee Address on the role of women in the Indian Parliament. As per our cultural traditions, let us commence the event on an auspicious note. May I request Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, and esteemed dignitaries to light the college lamp. The auspicious rendition of Saraswati Vandana will be presented by Gitanjali, the Indian Music Society of Miranda House.